중에 진짜 좋아하는 사람이한테 하고 싶은 거 하나 있어요.
뭐요?
뭐 안 되면 안 된다고 얘기해줘.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Jikook Diaries channel. No one expected this simple moment to make fans cry. But when JM spoke, JK's reaction said everything. And that's when the entire room went silent. There are moments in the world of fandom that feel bigger than just entertainment. Moments that go beyond laughter, beyond performances, and beyond scripted appearances. Moments that feel real, raw, and deeply emotional. And recently, during their appearance on Choo Sung-hoon's show, Jimin and Jungkook created exactly that kind of moment, one that left fans speechless, teary-eyed, and unable to stop talking about what they had just witnessed. From the very beginning of the show, the atmosphere felt warm and relaxed. Choo Sung-hoon, known for his calm yet charismatic personality, welcomed the guests with a friendly smile that immediately set the tone. The setting wasn't overly dramatic or flashy. Instead, it felt comfortable, almost like a casual gathering among friends. And that was exactly why what happened next felt so genuine. There was no pressure to perform, no intense stage lights, no loud music drowning out emotions. Just conversations, laughter, and the subtle interactions that fans have always loved to observe between Jimin and Jungkook. As the episode progressed, viewers noticed something special unfolding. Jimin, with his bright smile and soft laughter, seemed particularly relaxed. He laughed easily, joked playfully, and responded to questions with his usual charm. Jungkook, sitting nearby, watched him closely, not in a dramatic or obvious way, but in the quiet, attentive manner that fans have come to recognize over the years. It was the kind of gaze that felt protective, warm, and deeply familiar. At one point, the conversation shifted toward personal experiences, memories, and the challenges that come with being in the spotlight for so many years. The mood became slightly more reflective. The laughter softened, replaced by thoughtful expressions. And that was when the emotional turning point began to take shape. Jimin shared a story that felt deeply personal. His voice remained gentle, but there was a hint of vulnerability in the way he spoke. He talked about growth, about learning to stay strong, and about the importance of having people around who truly understand you. The words themselves were simple, yet the meaning behind them felt profound. Fans watching from around the world could sense that he wasn't just speaking in general terms. He was speaking from the heart. As Jimin spoke, the camera briefly captured Jungkook's reaction. His expression changed almost instantly. The playful smile that had been there moments before faded into something more serious, more emotional. His eyes softened, and he looked at Jimin with a depth of feeling that was impossible to ignore. It was a silent reaction, but it spoke louder than any words. For many fans, that single moment was enough to bring tears to their eyes. There was no dramatic music, no sudden confession, and no scripted emotional scene. Just a quiet exchange of emotions between two people who have shared years of memories together. And perhaps that was what made it so powerful. It felt authentic, felt human. Choo Sung-hoon, sensing the emotional shift, gently guided the conversation forward, but he also allowed the moment to breathe. He didn't rush the discussion or change the subject too quickly. Instead, he listened with genuine interest, giving both Jimin and Jungkook the space to express themselves naturally. His respectful presence added to the sincerity of the scene, making it feel even more meaningful. Then came the moment that fans would later describe as unforgettable. Jimin finished speaking and let out a small, slightly nervous laugh, as if trying to lighten the mood after sharing something so personal. It was a familiar reaction, the kind of laugh people use when they feel emotional but don't want to appear too vulnerable. And in that exact moment, Jungkook leaned slightly toward him, offering a quiet smile that carried a message of reassurance. It wasn't a grand gesture. It wasn't dramatic, but it was deeply comforting. That small interaction, a smile, a glance, a subtle shift in posture felt like a silent promise. A reminder that no matter how difficult things become, they are not facing those challenges alone. And fans noticed it immediately. Social media began to fill with comments from viewers who had been touched by the scene. Many described how they felt emotional watching the episode, even if they couldn't fully explain why. Others shared screenshots and clips, highlighting the exact moment when Jungkook looked at Jimin with what seemed like quiet understanding and support. Some fans wrote that the interaction reminded them of the long journey the two have shared together. From their early trainee days to their rise as global superstars, Jimin and Jungkook have experienced countless highs and lows side by side. They have celebrated victories, faced challenges, and grown not only as artists but as individuals. Seeing that bond still present after so many years felt incredibly moving. The emotional impact of the moment wasn't limited to longtime fans. Even casual viewers who tuned in out of curiosity found themselves unexpectedly touched. There was something universal about the scene, something that resonated with anyone who has ever relied on a close friend during difficult times. As the episode continued, the mood gradually returned to a lighter tone. Laughter filled the room once again, and playful teasing replaced the earlier seriousness. Jimin joked about small everyday habits, while Jungkook responded with humorous comments that made everyone smile. The shift in energy felt natural, as if the emotional moment had strengthened the connection between everyone present. Yet despite the laughter, the earlier scene lingered in the hearts of viewers. Fans began analyzing every detail of the interaction. The timing of Jungkook's reaction, the softness in his expression, the way Jimin seemed comforted by his presence, all of these elements became topics of discussion within the fandom. Some described the moment as a reflection of deep friendship. Others saw it as evidence of an unbreakable emotional bond. Regardless of interpretation, one thing became clear: the moment had left a lasting impression. Clips from the show quickly spread across online platforms, accompanied by emotional captions and heartfelt messages. Many fans shared personal stories about how the interaction reminded them of their own friendships or relationships. Others expressed gratitude for being able to witness such a genuine display of support and understanding. For a fandom that has followed Jimin and Jungkook for years, the moment felt like a reminder of why they fell in love with these artists in the first place. Not just because of their talent, their performances, or their success, but because of their humanity, their kindness, their ability to care for one another in ways that feel sincere and authentic. And perhaps that is the true reason why the scene made so many fans cry. It wasn't about romance, drama, or spectacle. It was about connection. It was about seeing two people who have grown together, supported each other, and remained by each other's side through countless challenges. It was about witnessing a quiet moment of empathy in a world that often moves too fast to notice such things. And it was about realizing that even global superstars are still human beings who rely on friendship, trust, and emotional support. As the episode came to an end, Choo Sung-hoon thanked his guests with genuine appreciation, expressing how meaningful the conversation had been. Jimin and Jungkook smiled warmly, bowing politely as they prepared to leave the set. The atmosphere felt calm and content, yet there was also a lingering sense of emotion that remained in the air. Fans watching from home felt that emotion long after the screen faded to black. In the hours and days that followed, the moment continued to resonate across the fandom. New edits, fan art, and heartfelt messages appeared online, each one capturing a different aspect of the scene. Some focused on the emotional expressions. Others highlighted the quiet gestures. All of them reflected the same sentiment. This was a moment that would not be forgotten. Because sometimes, the most powerful memories are not created by grand performances or dramatic events. Sometimes, they are created by simple acts of kindness, a reassuring smile, a gentle glance, or the silent understanding between two people who truly care about each other. And on Choo Sung-hoon's show, Jimin and Jungkook gave fans exactly that kind of memory. A moment of sincerity, a moment of connection, a moment that made fans cry, and a moment that will remain unforgettable for years to come. The moment between JM and JK on Choo Sung-hoon's show reminded us that their bond isn't just something we see on stage, it lives in the smallest, most genuine interactions. The kind that speaks directly to the heart. That's why so many fans couldn't hold back their tears. What we witnessed wasn't just a funny variety show moment, but a reminder of years of friendship, trust, and unspoken understanding. So what do you think, Army? Did this moment make you emotional too? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this moment made you smile, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another unforgettable Jikook moment. See you in the next video.